The Blue Jays are going for their third win in a row. Hello and welcome, everyone. Dwayne Kuiper joined by former Giants All-Star Mike Krukow for tonight's MVP baseball game with EA Sports. And now, here's tonight's starting pitcher, Cliff Lee. This matchup features the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox.
Now, please, Alexis Rios.
This is a pretty good right-handed batter right now. It looks like he's in some pain. The trainer will have to take a look at him. And he's on with a leadoff double.
Cap, I've seen this guy make these kinds of plays before. This time, though, a little short.
They're making a change. Next up, Coco Crisp. When this guy steps in against left-handed pitching, he expects results.
So something I've discovered that even as far
0-1
back as
the count. There's not a cloud in sight. What a great day to play baseball.
They've basically been using the same logo since, here, let me get you a Coors beer sign from 1983 that somebody's selling on some website to give you an idea of how little their logo has changed. In that it hasn't. Their ad campaign has barely changed since 1983. Yeah, it is, so I can get it. Well, and they have a vintage look to their logo, so I have an idea of what I can do to get something that'll look good. I'm gonna try to combine some elements of the Bill Elliott car with some elements of later HRJ cars I did, and just sort of see what comes together here.
Covering first. Next at the plate, Mark Teixeira. This guy has a great approach to hitting, and that makes that just a pretty special hitter.
I say that, what I actually mean is I'm going to misclick and fuck it.
Popped him up. The catch is made by the first baseman. Perez digs in at the plate. And the pitch.
So I was making lunch. I noticed how I was cleaning something else. I noticed how really filthy the front of my oven was. It had grease all over it and stuff. So I said I was going to wipe it down with a wet wipe. And as I wiped over the where the little lights are, the little light cover that lets you know it's hot and shit, the top of the light just popped clean off and broke.
Did you replace it yet?
Well, that's why building maintenance is here. He was here the whole time we were babbling on about terrible names. He didn't have the right part for it though, so he just sort of glued it back together for a temporary fix, and when they get the part, he's ordered the part. When it breaks again, they'll come put the right part in there and it'll be good to go. But who knows how long that will. That could theoretically hold for another year and a half. Because frankly, it isn't something that gets touched.
Hey, not only did he get himself 2 RBIs on that double, but he put himself in great position to score if somebody else can get a hit.
I don't remember the last time I broke a light.
Do you remember the last time you broke anything?
I don't... trying to think of something that broke.
Broke a piece of wood?
I've broke stuff at work, but cutting wood doesn't count as breaking it.
That depends on your definition of break.
I've broken some records.
Vinyl or...
No.
Guinness.
No. By the way, that's another good beer sponsor.
Yeah, you might want to figure out what your Guinness came to the U.S. first.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. I split my pants at work one time. Does that count as breaking?
I'll give it to you.
There we go.
That's a good one, Tony. I like that. That's funny.
This guy's a strikeout pitcher, pure and simple.
Wasn't funny to me. What's sad is that nobody said anything until I found out. Then they're like, "Oh, we thought you knew." I'm like, "No."
If I knew, you'd think I'd have been walking around with split pants, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I went home immediately and never came back.
The outfield he did.
Well, I came back the next day.
Say never came back, really.
Got him. Heading into the bottom
It was
of the
weird.
first,
I think I
the
sat
Blue
on
Jays
something,
lead
or
by 3 runs.
I don't even know.
Like a razor blade?
Yeah, I can't recall really being in the position to sit, but sometimes you're up against stuff, and I guess without me noticing it, it's split. But to this day, I don't know how it happened. They were kind of old pants, but you wouldn't think pants would just split without there being a root cause for it.
You reach a point sometimes where a seam will just give out, though, so...
Yeah, but it was more than just a little bit.
I had a pair of khakis that I noticed one day at work. It's like, oh, there's a seam in the back of these that, well, it's still intact now. It won't be much longer, and I should probably just stop wearing these pants. Because I'd also noticed that, like, one of the pockets was... The seam was tearing off from the pocket. The whole set of pants was about to lose its structural integrity and cease to be pants.
Gotcha.
This isn't X trousers. These trousers are no more. They have ceased to be.
Okay, Samuel Adams.
That was Monty Python, but okay.
They both sound British.
That's the second out.
What?
Samuel Adams sounded British.
The next batter is David Ortiz. This guy does pretty well against right-handed pitchers.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know.
For a ball.
He's
You're not right either, but you're not wrong.
Hitters are hitting a respectable average of 286.
I mean, really none of us know for sure.
Cutter right on the black.
No, he would have sounded British because he was born British.
How do you know?
Hit to center field.
Because Sam Adams was born before the Revolutionary War.
That's a good point, yeah.
The score is 3-0.
He might have lived in America, but it wasn't America.
It was a British colony when he was born, so he was born British.
Correct.
I love it's like, how do you know? I'm like,
The best answer possible. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because I'm not an idiot, Tony.
On the ground, cuts it off. 1 out.
There's a divine art form to the slow ground ball. It's so hard to field because it's choppy and it's slow and you have to throw it real fast to get them out.
In foul territory.
That's it. Now it's your turn to say something.
Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat. He goes out to right.
I wish I could remember lines of the George Costanza batting practice.
That was the greatest batting practice of all time.
Alright, so Tony, I'm trying something here. Get you a screenshot here. Such is the advantage of using Car Viewer through Steam. I can take Steam screenshots and be like, okay, so here's where my brain is working towards.
Out of play.
Let me finish this at bat. Give me 1 second.
so by the time you finish the at-bat that I will have added more to that, so...
That struck out on a palm ball. So I will look.
Okay, well when you're done looking, I'll need to know what the fuck a palm ball means.
It's apparently a slow changeup. I like that a lot. There we go. That's all we need.
I've had the idea to add a little bit of red.
Yeah, you can do that.
You just like the Bill Elliott car had was red and white.
And it had a little bit of blue.
Well, it was mostly gold, but it had like a little bit of delineation between the stripe lines. Like there was a bit of white between them, and I just had to keep that little bit of white between them, but also add a little red between them.
He's got 5 wins.
I just have to get these lines to actually match up the way they're supposed to. Oh, why is this not lining up? There we go. So it wasn't actually a straight line to begin with. See, what I'd like is for the top half of the card to look a little more chrome than it does, but this metallic layer is probably the best I'm going to get.
It looks fine the way it is.
The guy standing in right field has his share of outfield assists. Look for the runner to stay at third if it's hit to right.
Yeah, I think I could do a little tweaking to get it to look a little better by like dropping it from where it's supposed to be white, so it's not applying shadow to the white. Once I drop it, it's bleeding over into some other colors, but
after 2 innings, the score
certainly by putting the stripes on the other side of it, I think that helps.
Hey, if the infield is back, he'll put down a bunt and beat it out.
Oh yeah, that helped a bit. It's not quite as metallic as I'd like it to be, but I think it'll work, especially once you throw numbers over top of it. And I'd like to try to work some mountains in somewhere, but I don't know if that's actually going to work on this template.
It doesn't have to be spectacular.
Well, I want it to, like... So, when I've done paint schemes like this before, it's like, oh yeah, this is the vintage version of the scheme I've done before. I always kind of wanted to show where the newer scheme evolved from. So you can go, oh yeah, I see that. Like, oh yeah, we started off like that. That's how we got to the scheme we have today. Because I always like there to be kind of an evolution that's apparent. The Aero 88 template suffered from this. One of my biggest pet peeves with the template is when you have panels that are adjoining but not the same scale. So the sides and the deck lid are pieces that, are adjoining pieces and touch each other on the car.
He's headed to second.
On the template, they're not the same scale.
That's a double.
So a line that's 5 thickness needs to be 15 on the deck lid to match up to its counterpart on the side. I wonder if the nose suffers from some of the same stuff, but we'll sort that out. Now, you think Harrison James is the kind of guy that would have been running the same numbers for 20 years?
Yes.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's what I might not have anymore.
Well, the number 40 in 2001 looked different than in 2000.
Well, what I gotta see is if I can even find that number, because I may not have it.
Flat out outclassed him in that at bat.
There's a runner on with 2 down.
Ha!
Kind of looks for them to wave that runner home if the ball hit the center. That center fielder is not.
Okay, let's go with my number sources.
Yank to the left side. That'll do it for the Blue Jays in the 3rd inning.
I'm trying to think which one might have that number still.
By a margin of 4. Sheets steps into the box. He swung through it.
I'm trying to look at Bill Elliott's numbers to see how they evolved over the years, but
They really didn't. It might have gotten smaller.
well, the 9 to the 94, I think the foundation would change.
Well, that's a different team completely.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But it's not the same thing.
Well, it's the same driver. I'm not wrong about that.
That one was off.
That wasn't the argument. Like, if you want to stay with the Melling Racing team, then yes. But don't go to the 94 and think it's the same thing.
This guy is great at getting the bat on the ball. And a nice swing, but he hits it foul.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a number 40, and then I'll see what I need to do with it. What was the last time the 40 ran in the Cup?
Don't do that one. That's like David Stremme or something.
No, I've got the 2019 Ganassi 40, and that's not right. It was either a Cup or an Xfinity nation at that time number that I had from him.
Up next, David Ortiz.
If I actually had one of his old M4 cars, I bet you it was like an in-game font, honestly.
Fastball misses.
Of course, the page I go to would end in 39.
That's exactly what you saw right there.
Let's see, what 40s do I have? I have the Sabco 40. I think it was the 2002 Chip Ganassi 40 that he used to
He
run.
gets the base on balls.
Walks always seem to come around to hurt you. He falls behind the bat.
I guess that's what I had on his cars. Although the old 93 Sabco 40 doesn't look too bad.
Jackson takes ball 1.
83?
83? No, 93. No, if it was 1980, if it was a 1983 number 40, I'd already be using it. I'd be like, fuck it, that's getting used.
Swing and a miss.
Go ahead and download a bunch of these, just so it has them.
Turns on it and hits it on a line. He's in there with a 2-out single.
The 1967 Petty Enterprises 43.
No, just don't go to the 60s.
No, I'm just saying that's available here. I can download that. The 2006 Hendrick 44. The 2009 Richard Petty Motorsports 44. Ooh, the 96 Sabco 46. That's what Tony now. That's what Kevin should be using. You are Tony. Who are you people?
It's exactly what you saw right there. 2-2. That's a good hard cutter right there, trying to make the batter fish for you.
Man, that truck's brakes are making some weird noises.
And the run comes home. That's a 2-out run scoring hit.
Why would you? I just get really confused sometimes when people don't set compatibility on a PSD. And you're sure Glenn wasn't racing? Alright.
I'm positive.
And a run scores. He flips it to the pitcher covering. That's an RBI single.
That's a nice single. Put wood on it and hit up at first base.
This is how you won't see this guy.
Like, why would you set a PSD to be as incompatible as possible? I just don't get it.
Catch the inside corner with the foul ball. Sometimes you try to make a hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there. Sometimes you try to make a hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
He's hitting .248 with 1 home run and 9 RBIs. Worth strikes out. After 3, the score is 4-2. Davis steps in at the plate.
I mean, this guy can really get down the line. He's always a threat to lay down a bunt.
Was Jiffy Pop around in 1983?
I don't know. I feel like they probably were. Why?
Might be a good idea for a sponsor.
I'm not making another Jiffy Pop Ringo Starr car.
No Ringo Starr. You can do a Ringo Starr car separately.
Deep fly ball to center
Do a
field.
little different tweaking size, spin of that number. I'm gonna send it to you. Make sure you like the way it looks. You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
Whatever happened to that guy?
No one out.
I think he diddled kids or something. I don't know. I can look that up for you.
So every guy that disappears, that's the thing that happened.
Hit towards first base. 2 outs. Ford takes his turn at bat.
He has a
I
Wikipedia
like
page.
it. I like it. It's fine the way it is right there. Other than the number not being on top.
Well, yeah, it's just hang on. Okay, he wasn't diddling kids, it was just corporate politics.
So, normal things.
Well, he wanted full control of the company, and they didn't want to let him have that, and so...
Hit towards second base. Gathers it in with his glove. Third out.
I thought he was just a spokes guy. I didn't know he had anything to do with the company.
He was the founder and executive chairman and CEO of Men's Warehouse.
Then how do you not have the full control?
Because he wasn't CEO anymore. He was executive chairman at that point.
Then why did he step down?
He didn't. They fired him.
How do you fire the guy that built it?
You know how Steve Jobs got fired at Apple?
Yeah, a little low.
How did that happen?
So, the Men's Warehouse guy studied at Washington University in St. Louis.
Off the catcher.
I don't know, it was a whole long, drawn-out thing, but basically, just because you founded a company doesn't mean you own enough of it to stay in it if something happens.
3-1.
Basically, the people that you made deals with to be able to finance the company could still one day remove you from your own company. And sometimes you can be forced to step away because they feel like you're running the company to the ground. And I think that's what happened to Steve Jobs, is that there was issues with the way he was running Apple at the time, and they thought he was taking the company in a very bad direction. And, you know, so he basically got forced first out and then came back years later as the Lord and Savior. Jesus Jobs. Or Steve Christ. I don't know which one. Which one do you prefer, Jesus Jobs or Steve Christ?
They both sound pretty good. I like Jesus Jobs just because it has J and J.
The next batter is Johnny Damon.
Alright, well, there you go.
Infield's got to think about playing a double play depth right now.
That's in foul ground.
Alright, this will need a handful of associate sponsors just to round it out. Of course, I gotta wrap the design up at the front end.
Pitch taken for a ball. Hit the other way out to right. Two-base hit.
Probably should throw some color of right finger that's gonna do that because I haven't done this to it yet. Got it. I don't think black rims are gonna be the way to go, are they?
Next at the plate, David Ortiz.
The guy standing in right field has his share of outfield assists. Look for the
Chrome, however. It's pretty good.
Tight for a ball.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
That's the third out, and 2 men are left hanging in scoring position. After 4, the Blue Jays lead by 2.
Oh, come on.
Now he's going up against the top.
The guy who made this template's a little bit of a fool. If you're gonna give me cover pieces for the openings on the nose, don't make them one layer with all the detail. Make them something I can change the color of. The way he's done it, they're kind of stuck being black with a faint orange around them, which is, well, actually, probably makes the faint orange. Going into the saturation. Maybe we'll leave this alone. Cut all the saturation out. Yeah, there we go. I fixed that. At least they won't be slightly orange.
Batting .282 with 13 home runs and 45 RBIs. He sends this pitch towards second base. That's the first out. Stepping in, 1 for 2, Coco Crisp.
There you go, 1 out. He might be able to beat out a bunt if he takes a look at the infield.
Line sharply, that's a base hit.
Now, this wasn't supposed to be Harrison James' rookie year, right?
Fastball, but the batter was ready for it, and he hit it hard.
No. But it's his younger stage.
He hasn't evolved into Metapod yet.
He hasn't won a championship yet.
Ground ball pulled down to the left
Or
side.
evolved into Metapod. Tony's like, sure, whatever the fuck that means.
Metapod?
Towards the shortstop.
Yes, Metapod.
What's
They get
Metapod?
lined up at second.
I don't know about Metapod. Do you know about Butterfree?
I know about Menopause.
No, not Menopause. Metapod.
Who's that?
Going into the bottom of the 5th, the Red Sox trail by only 2
Maybe
runs.
Butterfree?
No, I don't know what this is.
This guy swings a decent bat, but he's
I'm
probably
actually a
not
little
gonna
surprised you
win.
have no idea what I'm talking about.
And he swings
Is this a
and misses.
SpongeBob reference?
Great pitch.
No.
Would have been a call strike even if the batter didn't.
This is a show that was on before SpongeBob.
Simpsons?
Jackson takes and the count evens
Yeah, they
at
not by
1.
much. You really don't know about this. No.
1-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Sometimes you try to make the hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
It's a full count.
Tony, that's a Metapod.
Walk number 3 given up in the ball game.
He just loses him in that bat. That's a free pass, and we'll see if it comes back to hurt him.
Hey now, hey ball pass.
Oh, Pokemon?
Wow, you pronounce Pokemon like an old person. Is that one of them there Pokemans?
When did Pokemon come out?
Late 90s.
It was big in the late 90s, so it must have started in, like, early 90s.
It did.
Or was it big right away?
It was a big thing right away. I just Googled image search Pokemon instead of going to get Wikipedia and tell you when Pokemon was created.
One on and no one out.
Pokemon, the first game came out in 1996. The anime started in 97. When did what I need to know is the manga. The manga started in 1997. I thought the manga came before the game.
0-1 count.
Guess not. I guess the game came before the manga. That actually surprises me. So 1996, Tommy.
He's on with a one-out single.
I did not know that.
Yes, Red and Green came out in Japan in 1996. And they came out in the United States in 1998. That's why I think the manga came first, because the manga started before it was here.
There's a strike, 1-2.
The defense would be wise right here to move into double play depth.
That's 5 strikeouts. Up next, Mike Lowe. 2 outs and 2 on.
And I think the first movie came out in 1999.
Outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Now, it's actually kind of funny. When I was whistling earlier, did you not know what I was whistling?
No.
That was the Pokemon Center theme. Because I had just been playing Pokemon and standing in the Pokemon Center.
There's a line drive.
And it's a stupidly catchy little bit of music.
He's on first with a base hit.
I didn't discover until the other day when I was just listening to orchestral arrangements of Nintendo music and they were going through Pokemon stuff. It's like, geez, this stuff is ingrained in my psyche. Like, I just know all this Pokemon music. Because I played the games enough as a kid that I guess the music is stuck in there. Did you ever play any of the Pokemon games on, like, the Game Boy or anything?
When I grew up, I wasn't a Pokemon fan.
I didn't ask if you were a Pokemon fan, I asked if you never played the games or anything.
The home plate
No.
asked for help at
It's a
first.
shame, the games are fun. I've been playing the newest one.
With 4 innings remaining,
The only
Blue Jays lead by 2.
even remote cartoon games I ever played were SpongeBob and
Keep in mind,
another
my
SpongeBob game.
as we just established, it was a game first and then became a cartoon.
Right,
The ball was hit down the line.
I never had
The
any
Blue
part
Jays
of it.
Called down to the pin to get a lefty.
Because frankly, I'll be honest, the cartoon was terrible. The much better anime was Digimon. Digimon was way better.
I remember Digimon.
And Digimon was fucking great. It actually had a storyline from week to week that wasn't Ash bumbles his way in with another gym badge. Ash endangers everybody's life and is rewarded with a gym badge this week. Oh boy, what a great message this is sending and a great narrative.
That's why it died. It had too many good narratives.
The Blue Jays
It's still going actually.
Digimon?
Yes. I fell off around the 4th or 5th series, but yeah.
How many series of Pokemon is there?
Pokemon's still going. You want me to go back to the wiki? I'll go back to the wiki.
No, it's fine. Just do your thing.
Nope, going back to the wiki. Wikipedia. Anime. Pokemon anime is currently in... Did they not number their series? There have been 1,088 episodes so far. 8 full-length TV specials.
He's on first with a base hit.
A news... Jesus Christ, Tony. The latest season premiered yesterday in Japan. So
this isn't in the United States.
There are... Season 23 just began airing.
Swung through the fastball down and away.
Season 23 is, I don't think yet released in English yet. But the previous series that just ended apparently was? Question mark? Yes? Sounds like it, or will be soon.
Pitch misses for a ball.
Yeah, it's the wiki page is a little hard to follow here.
Pitch taken for a ball.
Yeah, there's English updates. So, season 22 is currently airing on American television with a new episode slated for the 23rd.
Stepping in, Vernon Wells.
And they are on multiple channels, including WB, Cartoon Network, and Disney. I don't know where their first run is, but there you go. Yes, it's still a thing that's happening. Now, let's see Digimon. Digimon was created in 1997.
He fouled it off.
So it was a carbon copy.
I wouldn't necessarily say it was a direct ripoff because it was... The idea from Pokemon and Digimon, that whole idea is not actually a unique idea in Japanese culture, so... there were 7 seasons of the Digimon anime, with the last one airing in September of 2017. And oddly, Wikipedia acts like you can click those and they go nowhere. Let's see, I think I fell off in season 4. Yeah, this looks familiar. I'm pretty sure I watched most of season 4. I don't think I watched... Yeah, no. So I apparently fell off right about the time it took a 3-year hiatus. If I'm reading this wiki page.
Really run the bases, but that aggressiveness showed right there as the runner scored from second.
Their wiki page, oddly enough, not as well put together as the Pokemon one. Yeah, there we go. They have a separate page for air dates. So that series aired until July of 2003, and I'm pretty sure that's about where I fell off of it. The next one, when did that air in this country? I bet you. I'm actually kind of surprised it did. No, it did 2007. Yeah, I wasn't watching Digimon in 2007, so I've only seen half the run of Digimon. First 2 seasons were great. 54 and 50 episodes respectively. So, there you go. Now I want to look something else up I feel like I watched.
Pops it up.
Yeah, that's definitely what that was called. Yep. That was definitely something I watched.
Going into the
I don't know which one it was I watched, but that was certainly something I watched because it was on Cartoon Network at some point.
The next batter is Johnny Damon.
Go figure there was a anime about fighting mech robots. Because if there's going to be an anime about something, that's what it'll be about. At some point. I don't know when that was. That would have been like 2002 that I was watching.
For a ball.
No. Recently, there's only a couple of... Well, there's debate over whether one of the things I'm currently watching is an anime. That's all I'm going to say about that. But Initial D is definitely an anime.
He swiped 8 bases.
I've been watching that. You might actually even enjoy that, Tony.
The count runs full.
Tony has died. Again.
No! Sorry, I'm busy drawing walks, even though I didn't. I struck out.
Next up, Manny Ramirez.
I was saying that I think right now there's only 2 two shows I'm watching that could be considered anime, and one of them some people don't consider anime, but Initial D is definitely an anime. And that's something you might actually even enjoy.
Next at the plate, David Ortiz. He checks his swing.
What's Initial D?
Pitcher was a little annoyed with that call, Kipe. He sure
You've never heard of Initial D?
I've heard of Big D.
Low.
It's not related to that whatsoever, Tony. No, it's
And the count is
I'm trying to think of how I would describe it. It's about Japanese street racing in the mid to late 90s. I think it's like 1990s. Starts in 96, 97, somewhere in there.
for a walk.
And you can watch the first like 3 seasons on YouTube, and then season 4 you can watch as a movie on Funimation's site, or is it the first 2 and then 3? I think it's first 2 and then 3 is a movie you can watch for free on Funimation's site, and then season 4 is on YouTube again. I'm a few episodes into season 4. I think there were like 8 seasons. They're all, I think, actually these days available for free, subtitled or in English. You just gotta go looking for them either on YouTube or on Funimation's website. The other thing I've been watching is a much more recent show that had a whole thing about whether it was anime or not, called Ruby.
A run scores. That's an RBI double.
And well, it's certainly in an anime style. Some people say it's not anime because it was made by a company in Austin, Texas. And while I see their point, I think it's sort of that it's a style, not a descriptor of a location that something's from. You know? Like, other countries can make muscle cars.
Cutter low.
They may not be American muscle cars, but they're still muscle cars.
Yeah, it's just USA anime.
Yeah, it's I think what people start referring to it as is Western produced anime, which when it got a syndication deal to run in Japan, a lot of people are like, okay, I guess we can't say this isn't anime because, you know, the Japanese even like it. If they like it, it has to count in some way. Like, if it was hated in Japan, we could claim it's not anime. Japanese even said so, but Japanese want to syndicate the show. But that one you can also watch on YouTube for free.
Takes low. He swiped one.
And I could try to explain that one, but it gets a little convoluted. There's a lot of world building. Whoops, that wasn't good.
And it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
I went to, for some reason I decided I needed to use WASD to move the car around. Well, when you hit one of those buttons, I don't know which one it was I hit, it loaded a default 2003 mesh, so I was looking at your lows forward again.
No swing.
Okay, this definitely needs, like, a secondary sponsor for the quarter pins. Yeah, definitely. So what are you watching these days, Tony?
Up next, Coco Crisp.
If it's not football or baseball or NASCAR or
Well, I got bad news for you.
sports-related shows, it's pretty much nothing.
I have bad news for you. Only one of those things is on right now.
NFL.
I just find the NFL supremely unwatchable.
It's fine with me.
One of the bigger problems I have is it's like, oh, I see that there's a close game between, I don't know, the Browns and the Chargers. Guess what game isn't broadcast in my area, so I can't see this game that's actually worth watching?
The Browns and Chargers.
Exactly. Oh, they're playing a snow game in Buffalo. Guess what game's not on national television?
Buffalo.
Yeah, so anytime there is actually a game I have any interest in, it's not on. At least with college football, there's like 10 games on and you can find it.
And a strike on a change.
I like low-scoring games.
I like medium-scoring games. Like I want somewhere like in the 14 to 21 point range. You know.
Well, that's low now.
No, low was the last Super Bowl.
Correct.
And that was too low. I like there to be, you know, across both teams at least 6 touchdowns.
There's more than just
But
a
that's
few righty hitters who
that's
are
exactly what you're getting,
against
though.
right-handed pitchers than this guy.
I think you meant to say like 4 touchdowns.
No, I'm saying like 4 and 2 or 3 and 3, and then a field goal wins the game. That kind of stuff. That's that's in that 21-point range for each team. I don't like games where one team doesn't even get double-digit points. Or, well, let me rephrase that. I can sometimes enjoy watching a game that's a blowout.
1 and 2 the count.
If it's a blowout because one of the teams just can't execute, not because, these teams shouldn't be playing each other.
2 and 2 the count.
Like, I don't want to watch, let's just pick. I don't want to watch Alabama play a high school team.
Right.
But watching a team just slit their own wrist is kind of entertaining.
In the 7th.
Right, John?
Yes.
For the 7th inning stretch.
Yes, that is JB.
Yeah, I could use a bit of a break.
I actually wonder if JB would agree with this thought.
Oh, JB's here?
Yes, that's who just connected.
For some reason, I can never hear him come in. It doesn't say player here.
Do you check your sound pack and check your volumes?
What's up,
It also might be, you might have him friended, so, like, when you join, Tony, because I have you, like, friended and shit, I get member joined because I'm using the TS2 sound pack. You may be using a sound pack that doesn't have a voice clip for whatever status JB has, so that's why you don't hear him come in. Or JB's a ninja.
This is cheese. Well, what am I disagreeing with?
Nothing.
JB, if you're gonna watch a football game that's a blowout, would you rather be a blowout because one team is just terrible, or because one team fucks up constantly?
He's batting 247 with 4 long balls and 17 RBIs.
Man, I kind of like blowout. So.
That's not the
point I was making to Tony is I kind of enjoy watching a blowout where it's like a blowout because the Browns can't make a good decision, not a blowout because Alabama's playing a high school.
Okay, I agree.
Okay, wow, I'm actually surprised we could agree on that.
I like watching the Browns play so bad because their whole coaching staff, as an organization, they're so fucking stupid. Not because, it's Cleveland, they're just bad.
Is it the Chiefs and the Chargers playing tonight in Mexico?
Yes.
What stadium are they playing in tonight?
Aerodromo Jose Carlos Pace.
That's not in Mexico, JB.
The fact that you even know what that is like weird.
Also, it's Jose Carlos Pache.
Pache.
There we go, JP. You know what you're talking about.
Sorry, Autodromo Joe's Carlos Pache.
Josie Carlos Pache.
Out comes the manager to buy the bullpen some time.
Oh yeah, you remember that catcher the New York Yankees had, George Posada?
I miss Jorge Posada.
Jorge Posada? I swear you said that weird, and I'm not even sure
I
where.
I'm gonna say Carne Asada.
Sure.
Take slow.
I miss Jason Giambi and their.
No, Jason Giambi was a steroided up fuck.
He was actually a pretty nice guy. He just took steroids.
And Yadier Molina.
He's still
Yadier
playing.
Molina plays for the Cardinals.
I think he's the only guy that's an MVP baseball and still playing, other than Pujols and Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah, but Albert Pujols now can't even run to first base.
Correct.
It's actually kind of sad.
On the ground, grounded foul.
This Ever Roast sub is very good.
From where?
Publix.
Oh yeah, public subs are great, aren't they?
Yes.
That is one of the things I miss about living in Florida is public subs.
You know what the bad thing is? They just built a Publix right across the street from the academy I used to work at.
Oh, you'd have been in there every lunch break, wouldn't you?
Probably not, actually.
Multiple lunch breaks a week?
So I had to cross the street.
Yeah, okay, that might have slowed you down. Every day after work on your way home?
I don't like this cheese at all.
Well, this went from I love it to I hate it real quick.
Spit that out.
Man, this mac and cheese is great. Man, this cheese is terrible.
Too much cheese.
2-2.
These tater tots are hard as tits!
Can I get the mac and cheese, hold the cheese?
Can I get the mac and cheese, hold the mac? Can I get the McAfee antivirus, hold the McAfee?
Pat McAfee.
Can I get the McAfee antivirus, hold the virus?
I think it's John McAfee, isn't it?
Yes.
So JB, how you doing today?
Doing quite well, other than the fact that I had to process and pack 2 printers. Pissed me off.
Like office printers?
Yes.
With this guy hitting kite, the infielders
Why?
should be on their toes. This guy's got some great wheels.
Why do people one time pack and ship?
For a ball.
Here, I guess they
Like,
give
are they
them
sending it back to Amazon? Like, okay. I probably should just not question it any further. Tony, I think I figured out the perfect contingency decal. I just remembered what his other sponsors were.
In real life?
But, yeah, one of the old cars, I think it was that in-game that I have. His was a WD-40 car.
I remember that one.
Well, the batter knew as soon as he hit the ball, it wasn't going to get caught.
And because of the way the core scheme is, it needs something on the quarter panel. Or the quarter panel.
That can be like when Jeff Gordon would drive the Pepsi car every now and then. He could have drove the WD-40 car.
I have no idea what that meant, but okay.
Like sometimes Jeff Gordon would drive a Pepsi car instead of a DuPont car.
Uh-huh.
It'll be like that.
Okay, did you get the image I just sent you?
No.
Because the whole point was on that Coors scheme, because of where the Coors logo is, the quarter panel's very empty without another logo there.
Yeah, that looks really good. That's perfect. It's perfect the way it is. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like there was one other thing I was gonna real quickly see if I did a little fiddling with those logos, because the yellow on the white doesn't really look good the way I'd want to do it, so I'm gonna try something just to see how it looks.
The bullpen is stirring, so he just wants to come out and give the bullpen some more time.
I like that car.
He really needs to slow down and refocus. Seems like that
Really
triple
good.
mound came just at the right
Like it. Reminds me of sweet oil.
Sweet spoil.
After 7.5,
How do you...
the
It's
score is
B-O-I-L-E?
Yes.
Was he a former driver?
They're
No.
calling for a reliever.
Full-time janitor?
Yeah, he came onto the scene around 1964.
What, for
And
what
he just
team?
stuck around in our shop.
Oh.
Okay, I will save this one and throw the file browser for you, Tony.
The ball is back, way back.
Now, is the Darlington you're going to use the one where there's no...
Yes.
Like, okay.
Everything to get that ball here.
Next up, David Ortiz. Strike. He's hitting .325.
Now, JB, Tony and I were having a discussion about something you might have some expertise in. What do you know about Pokemon?
I'm the proud former owner of Crystal and Emerald version.
Pull the bat back.
Okay, so you know more about Pokemon than Tony does.
There's a line drive.
To me, Pokemon is something that happened,
He's on with a single.
and even though it still exists, is something that's not existing for me.
Okay, now, JB,
I'm not sure what that means.
JB, I'd like you to replace Pokemon in that sentence with racism.
And it's outside.
Double play situation.
Racism is something that doesn't really exist.
No.
What?
You got it wrong. Racism is something that happened, but it doesn't really exist anymore.
Change misses down.
Like, you see how horrible that sounds, Tony? Are you a bad
Still
person?
disagree.
So far, the batters are taking these pitches.
I'm just here to... for
A
the...
little too early.
I'm just
not
here
to
so I don't
get
get
fined.
fined.
Yeah.
Speaking of fine,
Full count
I
here.
just want to point out that Colin Coward completely dominated his opinion regarding Myles Garrett.
What'd he say?
So, can you give me the Cliff Notes version of why Myles Garrett is...
He said that anybody defending Myles Garrett is a moron.
What did Myles Garrett do? That's what I missed.
Alright, Tim, let me break it down for you. And I'm going to include some points that people just conveniently leave out.
Oh boy.
So the game, we were down 21-7 with 14 seconds left, okay? Just kind of running out the clock. Now, I agree. We could have just kneeled, but what team does that when you're losing? We ran
That's called giving up. Don't give up the ship.
We ran a running back screenplay and went for like 7 yards, whatever. Like, we're not really trying to win the game. Miles Garrett, I'll give you a little backstory. Miles Garrett, not suspended, but ejected week 1 for punching Delaney Walker. Broke Trevor Simeon's legs in week 2.
Okay.
Yeah, but that wasn't...
Had, like, it was a hit, okay?
Yeah,
it was a hit.
Right.
Had multiple roughing the passers against the Jets. And... okay, so fast forward to this game. He rushes Mason Rudolph, hits him with the crown of the helmet into the chest. Now, Mason Rudolph had gotten rid of the ball plenty of time earlier before he hit him, which this would have probably been another roughing the passer and fine. And he was determined to drag him down, even though he didn't have the ball. And you can clearly see Mason Rudolph trying to push him away as he's going down. Then Mason is on the ground, and Miles Garrett is laying on top of him. Mason Rudolph tries to get him off by grabbing his helmet, and then when Miles pulls him up by the face mask, he kicks him in the nuts, and rips his helmet off, and then hits him with the helmet.
Okay, so he kicked a guy in the dick, ripped his helmet off, and hit him with it.
No. Mason Rudolph kicked Miles in the nuts because he was being dragged up by his face mask.
And then Miles kept pulling on the face mask, ripped the helmet off, and hit him with it.
Yes, like, and this was a full... This was a... No, Miles Garrett got suspended indefinitely. Now, I mean, this is... Tony, this was like a full-on swing and connection.
Yes.
Like, this was a full... This was full speed. And I agree with Colin Coward. Like, anybody that's defending that man is just a complete fucking idiot.
The only thing I have to say on that is I'm surprised that they're not both suspended.
Why would Mason Rudolph?
You'd have to see the video to understand. No, but okay, you'd have to see the video to understand completely.
I'm gonna. So Colin Coward came up with a brilliant metaphor. So he says, if you are at a bar and somebody comes after you, pulls you to the ground, and the guy on the ground who's defending himself stabs you with a set of keys, and then the other guy bashes you with a beer bottle. The guy with a set of keys is never going to get in trouble.
See, here's the problem with that analogy. This was a football game, not a bar brawl. You're not supposed to kick people in the nuts in a football game. You're also not allowed to hit them with their own helmet.
He was being dragged up off the ground by his face mask.
At a certain point, it doesn't matter whether it's on the field or not.
Here's the thing I'm going to say, and it's much like I always told, people driving. If somebody wrecks you out of a race, you don't go out there and wreck them back. You let the league deal with it. I don't think he deserves the same.
It was self-defense. It was self-defense, Tim, though.
You don't kick a man in the dick.
But Tim,
if he's attacking you, yes.
He's being dragged up off the ground from the face mask.
What you just said.
I'm just gonna throw out there, you don't kick a guy in the dick. Like if he wants to smack.
You don't drag a guy up off the ground by the face mask.
I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm just saying that kicking a guy in the dick isn't okay either.
And here's the delivery.
If you have a guy trying to kill you, I think it's okay.
If you think he was trying to kill him on the field...
Look at the video, Tim! Sorry.
I'm talking about after he gets the helmet, maybe. But when you're pulling a guy by the face mask, you're not trying to kill him. You may be trying to hurt him.
I mean, that hurts. That hurts.
If nobody stopped him, I think he was going to probably try to kill him.
Madden figured this out with their title song.
I mean, he's lucky he didn't get killed being bashed in the fucking head by a football.
No, that absolutely deserves, probably a worse penalty than what he God. I'm just saying I probably would have given the dick kicker.
Lifetime suspension?
Yeah, that's probably a fair penalty, if not more. Frankly, jail time might be warranted, but...
I mean, people are saying that's assault.
It is. I'm just thinking I would probably, like, give a slap on the wrist
Oh,
fine,
okay.
but I don't even enforce.
I forgot to give you some backstory. Okay, so also the Browns concussed 2 players that game with blatant helmet-to-helmet hits.
Well, you know, the league's never figured out how to actually enforce that rule, so...
Can easily enforce that. Cleveland just does it because they're playing Pittsburgh. They want to make a statement.
JB, I'll point out, you're right. You can't easily enforce it.
Oh, tie game grand slam! Whoa! 7-7.
Anyway, the league has not figured out how to actually enforce their rules, but they could if they wanted to. JB, don't you love I just have to stop for a minute and Tony have a connection?
He's passionate about the game.
Like Miles Garrett.
No, he's passionate about beating a guy senseless with his own helmet, from what I hear.
Now you got it too.
But now we're hearing today that Mason Rudolph will be fined a fair amount of money.
Like I said, if I'm running the league, I officially give him a fine, that then I mysteriously, like, forget to cash his fine check.
If I was in the NFL, and I might be a little bit biased, but I'd show my dominance, say he's not getting fined. I mean, yeah, he might have played a small part in initiating it, but that man just completely crossed the line. Like, a few weeks ago, we were playing the Chargers, and at the end of the game, Phillip Rivers just drags Mike Hilton down the field. Mike Hilton didn't do damn thing.
Before he got hit with a helmet, from what it sounds like to me, is there would have been unsportsmanlike flags on both of them, and they both have been thrown out of the game. Once you get hit with the helmet, this guy's taken what's gone from... I'm trying to think of the analogy. Like, you've come at him violently, he's escalated it, and then he's escalated it slightly. So you've detonated a nuclear device over his house, killing his family.
He had multiple exit ramps from the situation, and he chose to escalate it every time.
He started the situation and continued to escalate.
I like that analogy.
The nuclear attack on your cats, dogs, house, children?
No, exit ramps.
He fouled it off to the right.
Past every exit ramp.
Oh, you meant... Okay, I was seeing wheelchair ramps? I wasn't sure where those played in.
Sometimes you try to make a hitter chase your pitch. That's exactly what you saw right there.
So good news, Tony. I was able to find an image of the Heineken logo history. It hasn't changed much, so I can use a fairly recent logo and it'll look fine.
Most beer logos haven't really changed. Budweiser has.
Yep. Well, when they do change.
Are we in rock bottom?
Dude, what if the Raiders won the AFC West?
And they've left Oakland. When they do change, it's usually things like, oh, we've slightly tweaked our font.
Yeah, like Budweiser.
Well, Budweiser's completely changed their font a few times. I mean, the Heineken recently changed their logo a lot, but...
He's laid out. He's got it. What a great diving catch.
Okay, this guy's got...
I'm trying to think. I feel like the Miller logo's changed a bit, too.
I don't know if it has or if it's just because of NASCAR going from Miller to Miller Lite makes it seem like it's changed. I'm sure it's changed a little bit.
Well, we can certainly find out.
Tell you what, this guy's got an uncanny...
The light font has definitely changed over the year.
Have you guys seen this new SpongeBob movie trailer?
There's another one.
Is it air quotes live action?
Called Sponge on the Run.
Sponge on the run.
It is SpongeBob as a child.
Sponge on the run.
But there's room to make a play. Third
You mean
out.
fatal? Oh.
In extra innings, it's a 7-7 tie.
Copy image locations.
Jackson makes his...
Like, the Miller Lite logo has definitely changed.
Who sang the song Fox on the Run?
Fox on the run.
I don't think that's the...
I don't know what song you're talking about.
The band's name is Sweet Fox on the Run.
Can you give us a brief sample, Tony?
You'd have to look it up.
Oh, I thought you did. That's why I thought you might be able to brief us with the sample. Frankly, Tony, I only know one song that has Fox in the name anywhere.
Yeah, I know.
That's actually not true.
What is it?
I also know some other songs with Fox in the name. But, you know. Do you want to hear one?
Yes and no. Go on.
I'm pulling it up. Let's see. Why can I not find a good version of it?
He steals second. That's what happens when you let a base runner take a big lead. That was no contest. Easy bag. Pitch taken for a ball. Sometimes you try to make a hit pitcher. Exactly what you saw right there.
That's the Star Fox Assault theme.
Oh, okay.
They got him.
That's the Fox part. I was only... The weird thing is the game had two versions of its own theme. That's the better one. It had this other one with this weird backing beat.
The fact the pitcher and catcher have a strategy in mind. So far, the batter's taking this one.
Like, I don't know why it needs an EDM backing beat. It doesn't help the song any.
Taken for a ball. The fact the pitcher and catcher
But it does make it mesh a little better with the menu music in that game. It was weird. Like, all the in-game music was orchestral, but the menu music was strangely techno. What happened?
That's craps. That's
won.
deep.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the menu music from that game.
They're trying to do too much to modernize it.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that, because all the in-game music was great.
The final score, Red Sox 9, the Toronto
Gary, no, I was wrong. I messed up, and now you're gone.
And that was what?
It's Gary Come Home
Oh, okay.
from SpongeBob.
I don't think I am familiar with that episode, but okay.
It's an early episode.
Yeah, I probably just don't remember that one.
I don't remember when he loses Gary.
It sounds vaguely familiar. Was it the same one with the snail racing? Or was that a different episode?
Different episode there, buddy.
He's heading straight for the wall.
It is a snail racing.
So it was that episode. What the fuck, JP?
You want someone next single to the wall? Maybe you call Captain Superman to come in.
What?
King of Queens. Haven't seen that one either.
I've seen a lot of episodes of
Call us the Mold Company. We're with Mold Company. We have to be.
Oh, yeah.
We search a three-prong outlet.
I actually remember this now, yes.
Yeah.
Isn't the whole plot point that he's convinced that they might be part of the Russian mob?
You love communism? No, we don't love communism, we love that it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Arthur was
has
arguing
this
with him.
whole thing about how great communism is.
You guys had it great. This man doesn't know anything. Thinks we love communism. Or he knows nothing about communism. What? We love communism. You love communism? We love that it's gone.
I, oddly enough, do remember this in way too much detail. Oh, wow, I've just changed my entire world. Not a thing I can do in Photoshop that I never thought to try. I can move an entire vector layer at once. Didn't know I could do that. Thought figured it would only move one section at a time. No, I can move the whole goddamn thing.
I have one other favor, Tim. Don't look.
Tony, I'm not gonna suck your dick.
No, okay. I don't know why we went JB there, but...
I mean, we've been hanging out with him for too long.
Probably. No, probably just long enough. So, if you ever find G.G. Spears' car...
Tony, was in that stuff I sent you.
It was not in that stuff.
I had his car in my cars folder.
Well, if you find it...
It's there. The cars I sent you, G.G. Spears is included.
I didn't see it in there.
Well, you didn't look hard enough, god damn it. Because it was in there. I remember noticing, oh, G.G. Spears cars. Go on. What were you gonna say about G.G. Spears' car?
If you see it, let me know.
Pretty sure it was in that folder of stuff I sent you.
No, I know. That's the whole argument we went to.
That was the joke, Tony. The joke, there it was. Alright, we on the same page now?
No, you're saying it was in the car pack. I'm saying it's not. We're in complete opposite pages.
Here's the thing. I'm looking at my external drive, so I will pull up series, cup, cars. Let's see. I swear I saw it. I remember it had a weird name. Well, I found an HRJ car. Yeah, ggsphere.cup.car is in there, Tony.
I didn't see it.
It's in there. It's in between Gear White Bass and goodwrenchpizarro.cup.car.
Oh. Can you send it to me? Because I'm not going to be able to find this thing.
File browsering it now.
Thank you, sir.